Hey everybody, this is Hexinator from YouTube. Now, if you're wondering about the videos, yes, they have been deleted because so far I'm getting out of the gaming business. I'm going to go straightly to podcast only. If you're wondering, yes, it's gone. Mainly, I'm sorry, but mainly I have to get rid of certain things. It has to be done. I am literally trying to keep my stuff pro pretty much on point of certain things. I'm also lowering the mic down a bit. I am a producer on here because so far, I'm using my laptop as a producer. So my phone's right here, my laptop's right here. But mainly, I plan on doing certain things. One of them, if I can, is mention about the government shutdown. I know you guys don't like me talking about politics. I know, politics bad on certain things. But the government shutdown is causing people to literally lose. Well, there are food stamps. There's there's certain things. But those who are on disability, no, that won't be removed that I know of. But they're running out of funding for food stamps, and it's going to cause Missouri, in the most long run, to lose out on food stamps. I have literally tried understanding the fact of this matter, and let's just say it is a pain in my keister to have to say this, but Trump has early gone on and shut the government down. Yes, it is somewhat his fault, but it is also somewhat the Democrats' fault. Now they're trying to make up for it. They're trying to apologize, and Trump is not actually taking action. So therefore, I am asking Trump to show up on here. If he can show up on this podcast, which my Facebook has the link for those who want to talk, those who want to join, mainly those who are watching on Riverside FM. You can join on here. Those of you who are on YouTube, the link will be posted afterwards for future or content and all that. Mainly, I have been trying not to get involved with certain things, but as we all can tell, that's not happening so much. I've literally been trying to figure out what to do, what not to do, and all that. The chances of this video getting to you people out there. Okay, I just edited it. The link is on there now, so if you want to join, feel free to join. Mainly, I have been trying my best not to get involved on certain things and certain matters, but this has to be brought up. And also, for those of you who are on Twitch, You're probably wondering, why am I getting involved on this? And no, Twitch will not be a podcasting area. This is just for those of you who are wondering why it's on Twitch. Well, mainly I am trying to get at the very fact that this is a matter that needs discussed. It needs to be understood. The very fact that we have people who are trying to state how we live and all that, and the government shutdown is not a good thing. I have literally been trying to find the right words to say this, but I want to speak to Trump. I want to speak to see what his thoughts on this matter is, or maybe your guys' thoughts on the matter. Mainly, the very fact that we're having to deal with this, the very fact that our people are literally those who are on food stamps and are having them cut is another matter entirely on unprecedented grounds. Heck, I happen to be on food stamps myself, and if I lose food stamps, I can't afford food because so far what I get from my literal measly amount of supplemental security is not enough for food, clothing, and other things. The food stamps was helping me with the food, while my Social Security supplemental security went in towards went towards clothing and other necessities, along with a phone bill that I'm having to pay, which is pretty much using certain things to literally get it up and running. To be honest, I have no idea what to do except say, I'm sorry, Trump, but we the people did not say we're hostages. We're not being held hostage. We just want the government to be reopened. We all will agree on this matter because so far our lives are our own. And so far, you're literally taking time out of your day to say, hey, other countries need more help than us. Which I know you're probably going to take this down, but mainly if it does get taken down, this is live right now. So, if he tries cutting the feed, guess what? There's several other feeds that are still running through. So, this can be broadcasted to you live. Mainly, my point is, I've literally lived my life as a Christian. I've literally lived as a conservative slash Republican. I've literally stayed out of politics for one reason. Politics is not my a forte, but whenever it comes to the fact that both parties are trying to come, or one party's trying to come to an agreement while the other one won't because they need the president's okay, is startling. And I would really like it if people would listen instead of not do stuff like this. I mean, seriously, it's kind of hard to understand how our how one-sided it can get it. And I don't know what to say except this should not be happening. This shouldn't be being done to us. I mean, seriously, we are working our butts off trying to make a living. Heck, half I even try to do certain things to keep me from going cuckoo crazy, and I was marked as a do not hire by my original job, to where no one wants to hire me. I went and even went to college for automotive mechanic work, but unfortunately, due to certain circumstances, I can no longer go for my dream job or any jobs that I want that are in my field of study. So I had to go and get on supplemental security, and along with going to a disabled workshop just to at least get to do some work and report that to my a social security office. That way they know, I'm not making too much money to take away my supplemental security. Mainly, I you want to know that's funny? The fact that only a disabled workshop would hire me and no one else would. after I got on supplemental security. That's something that I found kind of funny. Not funny, haha, but funny as in, wow, life is a pain. But mainly, the fact that food stamps is being either cut or reduced for those who are on it, and I probably am being cut, even though I am literally needing those food stamps because so far without them, I'm literally going to starve or have to literally cut back on getting new clothing because so far my work requires me to have clean clothing along with other things, including the detergent, which is what I also buy with that social supplemental security, is detergent to go to washing these clothes I'm wearing right now and all that, along with paying for electric and a house bill or a rent bill, which I'm renting this house that I'm in, and the fact that I'm literally having to do this without any way of keeping food in my stomach because so far of that, and the fact that I can't go to a food pantry because I ain't got a vehicle unless I use oats, and oats would have to be done a certain way. And once I go to get at the food, I'd have to literally call up oats, go to the food pantry, and afterwards pull out oat and head home with that food. The fact that people are trying to pull all the fact that we are not in a crisis. Well, the government shutdown is a crisis. The very fact that we're literally having to scrape by from day to day, or at least in my perspective, I'm having to scrape by every day from day to day to literally live a normal life. And I know, this is probably going to be on the 1041 on Springfield Talk, but heck, you got eyes of it and saying it's the Democrats, but yes, it was the Democrats, but now they're trying to actually make a different, trying to talk. They're trying to at least make some headway, but without any support from Trump. How we put supposed to know about things, and not to mention, yes, the American people are relying on food stamps heavily, but that's a reason why. But certain reasons why is because of tax hikes. Not to mention the fact that people are asking for more wages, which raises the very fact of taxes on stuff that it literally causes people to lose their ability to pay for food because so far, what do you think those raises on those payments go to? They go to raising the daggone food prices because your wages are raised up. Yeah, but yeah, you're getting a better pay, but guess what? You're also making the food more expensive. And I don't care who you are, or if you want a better pay, and you should have went and went a government job because apparently the government's making more than we are. The very fact that you literally let at these people tell you, "Oh, it's okay," it's not okay. I mean, seriously, have you seen what we're going through? Have you seen the very fact that food stamps are going down on hill because as the fact that they can't get at the funding need in order to help those who are on low income and unable to pay for food, the one and things they need to survive along with the very fact of getting what they need paid off, like bills. I have bills that I need to pay in order to literally live a normal life. I'm paying a house bill. I'm paying a phone bill. I'm paying a literal food bill, which is mainly food, clothing, the laundry detergent, and other stuff. The very fact that I had to find a cheaper phone plan because so far of issues is another thing. And yes, there are plans out there, but I go for consumer cellular because so far the phone plan is cheap to where it fits my budget. If I could find something cheaper, or I would. But mainly, I don't know whether to trust it or not because so far I don't do these type of things. I don't usually post. I don't usually do social media about government stuff. I usually just do games, but and that's what my a YouTube channel was about. But now I'm having to change it to a political channel along with a podcast. So, those of you who are wondering, this is Life Lessons on the Go with Johnny. Mainly, if you're wondering, yes, it will be on my podcast on Spotify and it is Life Lessons on the Go with Johnny, produced by John Starlord 244. Mainly, if you're wondering, yes, I'm John Starlord 244. I'm also known as Johnny, and the very fact that I'm having to do politics instead of other things is very irritating. And yes, I'm losing my voice because of allergies and drainage in my system. But mainly, the point is, we are literally having to scrape by on what we can get. And the government's supposed to be helpful to us. How is this helpful? I mean, seriously, how is this helpful? We are literally with a shutdown that is causing food stamps to go down, not to mention other stuff to go on as in people who are needing food stamps are losing it. People who are with kids are having their food stamps cut in half. And it's a very stressful time for me and those of you out there. As I see it, we need a better structure, but I don't know how that's going to happen unless people get off their butts and actually do something about it. This is Johnny from Life Lessons on the Go. And Star Wars 244 from River FM saying thank you for watching. And hopefully everything that I have said on here, because so far I want Trump on here or to talk to me to explain his side of the version of why he's having the government shutdown done. Because so far it would be nice to get an actual point of view of why he's doing it, to get an actual reference of why this is happening. But until then, I'm saying sayonara and see you later.